Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your What Does Spirit Want You to Know reading. As I tell y'all, this is probably my favorite reading because we don't limit the message with any specific questions. So we just get to hear directly from Spirit what's important for you to know at this time in their eyes or in their heart. So the other thing I want to say is thank y'all so much, guys. Again, I am so grateful for this channel and for you guys in this community, the interaction that we share. It's beautiful, and I am so eternally grateful for each and every one of y'all. So right now we're going to get right into it. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for my Sagittarius friends. Can you show us clearly what is it that you have to say to Sagittarius at this time? As we walk through the Celtic cross, show us. What is it that you have to say about the current energies in the energies from the recent past, and where you're taking them, where they're headed? We thank you again for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Okay, if you're new to this channel and just a passerby and you saw that card flip, I do not take flipped cards unless they flip after I've completed praying. Okay, so Sagittarius right now, current energy, we have the Strength card. So they feel like you're standing in your strength. I'm going to lay them all out and then we'll go back and get the messages. And we have the Three of Fire. The Three of Fire is the crossing card. Now remember, for me, the Three of Fire can be considered a bump forward or a step back. So we'll see as the reading progresses exactly how that plays out for you. Your underlying energy, the root issue of everything going on right now, is the Nine of Water. In the recent past, you have the Ace of Fire. Your crowning energy, wow, Messenger of Air. Your near future is Nine of Earth. Your mental attitude toward all this is the Three of Water. Your outside influence, Queen of Fire. Your hopes and fears is Six of Water. I'm sorry, Six of Earth. And your outcome is Ace of Water. Awesome. Okay, so this is probably the most asked about deck that I use, and it's called the Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid. I'm not real good with, y'all, I'm so bad about putting things in the description, like each time I do a reading, adding something. If I can't put it in there and just copy and paste it for every reading, it seldom gets added, and I apologize. I'm not that person. So, but I'm just going to start doing this. This is the actual deck that I'm using, the Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid. It's probably one of my favorite decks, to be perfectly honest. Let me put this right here. Okay, so let's get into your reading. So your current energy, Spirit is saying this is what they're seeing is going on with you right now. Your current energy is strength. You're standing in your strength, right? And some of you could possibly say, whatever, you know, this strength, because Sagittarius, you've had a rough time, you know, with your taking your thoughts captive and stuff like that. You've been in a place where you've been struggling. So you're probably looking at this card thinking, I don't feel very powerful or whatever. Some of you probably do. Some of you may have had a breakthrough and you are feeling this power, this energized self understanding of what it is that you can do in your own life, right? It's being crossed with the Three of Fire, okay? So again, like I said, for me, in this reading, the crossing card can either be a bump forward or it can be a hesitation, a challenge, right? So the Three of Fire, I love this card because the Three of Fire for me is about trust, right? This person is moving forward with no steering wheel. in this boat, there's not a single steering wheel in this boat for this person to actually drive. This person is at the complete mercy of Spirit, allowing Spirit to take them in whatever direction it is Spirit thinks is right. Right? So it's either if you are in a place where your strength is you're determined to stick to your old stories and you're determined to figure it out yourself and all this, then this is what's crossing you, is that you've not just let go to Spirit and say, take me where it is that you're ready to take me. If you have said, take me where it is you're ready to take me, and you've surrendered your own ideas and your own stories about what has ever happened in your life, then you are standing in a new kind of strength that you've never experienced before. So either way, it's either this card right here. This is, I'm going to call it the surrender card, because this person had to surrender, right? They have to totally surrender control for this ship to move, because there's not a steering wheel there. What's guiding it? There's this little like a GPS system back here, right? And all this up here, for me, the yellow and gold light, anything yellow and gold for me is synonymous to Spirit and communicating with Spirit. And this is a fire, a 3 of fire. It's also in the traditional tarot, the wands, also very synonymous with communicating with Spirit for me. And then it's also synonymous with passion, purpose, and creativity. So whatever's going on with you, like I said, this strength card, you're definitely a strong person. There's no doubt. But where are you using your strength? That's the question I'm feeling with this spread based on the previous readings for Sagittarius, right? So, and if you haven't watched any, if you're a passerby, you might want to go back and watch the last few readings, especially what Spirit wants you to know, those readings. But so this person has to give up all control. See, they're facing forward, but they have no will. They're at the total mercy of Spirit, their spirit guides, their archangels, their angels, the Holy Spirit, God, you know, Creator, whatever it is you call it. They have allowed themselves to be totally at mercy. I know I'm going on and on, but this is very imperative. This is the center of the spread. So it's so important to understand how the rest of it lays out, right? So this surrender card, if you are at the place where you finally said, okay, Spirit, I'm going to trust you. I'm not going to trust Cheryl, that tarot reader that I listen to. I'm going to trust you. Whenever we can get to that place where we trust Spirit, things start moving and we do feel an inner strength that we've not normally felt before. So your underlying issue, or the seat of where you are right now, is Spirit's trying to bring you to a place where you've wanted to go for a very, very long time. You're wanting to feel some freedom in your finances. You're wanting to feel some freedom in your relationships. You're wanting to feel some freedom in the way that you show up in the world. You're wanting to feel like there's a reason for you to be here. There's lots of things that you've been wanting to feel. The water's all about feelings and emotions, right? And the 9 of water is the same as the 9 of cups in the traditional tarot, which is the wish fulfillment card. But this is like Spirit is trying to bring you there. They're trying to bring you to a place where you feel so fulfilled in who you are and what you've got going on in life that it's like your dreams are coming true. You know, it's like wishes are being fulfilled all the time. So that's the root issue, or the root reason for being where you are right now, because Spirit is working to move you in that direction. So there's an Ace of Fire in the recent past. Something has happened in the recent past. You've gotten some kind of information, some kind of communication with Spirit. Maybe they've given you an idea about a new path to take. Maybe it's just a new idea about how you should look at your own life. Maybe it's a new understanding of the magnificence and the majesty of the universe and how it how it I have a friend that we used to talk about, you know, real deep stuff and how the universe works and all that kind of stuff. And I remember saying, I believe that each one of us, our whole system, our biological system, is like a mini universe within itself. I believe that. I don't know why I believe that. I have no way of you know, proving that, or I just, that's how I feel. We're each a little mini universe, and there's so many multiverses out there, right? But anyway, so this is, I feel like something recently has happened in your life that made you feel like, okay, this is it. We're either going to move forward or something has sparked your passion. And again, it could be in business, it could be in a relationship, it could be just within yourself. But something, you have made some kind of decision, and it's like an inspired understanding of who you are or who you want to be. There was some kind of revelation in your life about something. Okay. Because it's a general reading, so it could be just about anything. So your crowning energy is the messenger of air, right? So I feel like this is your, and airs are about the intellect and about the intellect and communicating, right? It's about communicating. It's about intellectual things. It's about intelligence. That's intellectual things. It's mind stuff, the things that we tell ourselves, that kind of stuff. So I feel like what's going on here with this is your crowning energy, because for me, the crowning energy is your guides, your angels, your archangels, the Holy Spirit, all that, right? I feel like they are trying to deliver to you a truth that maybe you're not wanting to accept. And I say this because I'm feeling like there's some of you that are hanging on to old ideas about yourself and old ideas about constructs and traditions and stuff like that that are real dogmatic, right? And the messenger of air can also be very dogmatic about their message. And I feel like they are trying to come into you and have you change the way you think. Because the swords, the ace of air is the same as the ace of swords. The messenger of air is the same as the messenger of swords. So it's about your truths. And let's get curious about, okay, so here's the levels of how everything works, the hierarchy of the universe, right? What is the absolute strongest power in the universe? That's the question. What is that thing? Is it God? That's for you to determine in your life, right? Your guides are trying to help you figure that out so that you can figure out how to navigate the energies that influence our lives on a daily basis. Because whenever you understand where the true power comes from, you understand how one power can usurp another power. I hope I'm making sense for you guys, because it sure is making sense in my mind. But this is about, for me, this is about your guides, your angels, your archangels, the Holy Spirit saying, dude, girl, whoever, get on board with this understanding about the power inside you, because it's directly connected to the actual biggest, strongest, everything power that created the universe and the planets and the energy that created all of that. I love that saying. It's Abraham Hicks. She says, the energy that creates worlds lives inside of you. And that's what this is trying to help you understand. This energy that creates worlds is inside of you. Quit listening to the gurus. Quit listening to Cheryl. Quit listening to whoever else you're listening to. Listen to yourself. Connect with this GPS, right? This GPS that's directly connected there. And surrender yourself to that power, because it can move you through every other power that exists, no matter what it is. It can move you through there. For me, that's God, right? That ultimate power. God, Spirit, Creator, whatever you want to call it. So where are they trying to bring you? They're trying to bring you to this place of total independence where you understand your power, where you have been financially blessed because you understand your power, where you're okay about, see this little veil she's got? She sees things a little differently than most people see them. She sees them, like whenever she looks out, people see reality, right? They see the person standing right there. She sees the aura around the person, okay? People see, okay. People see some of our political leaders as good or bad, right? She's at peace with all of that because she sees beyond the conflict. She sees beyond the polarization of everything. She understands that for something to become good, sometimes we have to go down a bad road so that we can truly understand what good is. And again, that's all our judgment, right? But she's at peace because she decides that what happens out there, while it's important to pay attention, she doesn't let it disrupt who she is because she understands there's a much bigger movie being played out, right? So she's at peace. She's at peace financially. She's at peace spiritually. She's at peace in her mind. She is the total package when it comes to being truly independent and truly confident within who she is and self-loving and all that stuff. That's where they're trying to bring you. This is not gender specific. It's just a she that's here. So she sees things differently than most people see it. She doesn't allow herself to get caught up in that 3D activity. So your attitude toward all this, you're a little tired. This person right here, right? He's trying or she's trying to make sure all her cups are filled. In the traditional tarot, this is the Three of Cups. This is about celebration. And that's where you want to get to in your life, where you're celebrating that you finally feel whole in every aspect of who you are. And she's a little bit tired, right? Look at her face. That's not a face of celebration. I don't think it's a face of distress. Maybe a little bit of being tired, or maybe it's a little bit of a sigh of relief if you finally have let go and surrendered yourself, and you're feeling this inner strength that you've never felt before. Perhaps it's like finally you have this sigh of relief, knowing that Spirit does not let you down. Spirit meets you where you are and matches any effort you put in. That Spirit matches that, right? To bring you in whatever direction is living in your heart. That's why this card is so important, because if the direction that's living in your heart is that you have to control it all and you have to figure it out and you have to be the one and all that stuff, then that's a stressful thing. But Spirit's going to match you exactly where you're at. But if you're saying, okay, take it, show me, walk me, then Spirit does. So it's like either you're still in that little bit of fight, or you're at a place where it's like a sigh of relief because you finally understand and you're walking toward this Nine of Pentacles where Spirit's wanting to bring you. Your outside influence, and whenever I lay this down on you immediately, this is your higher self. This is your fire sign, Sagittarius, right? So this is your higher self who wants to nurture you, bring you along. Notice this is not a king. This is the feminine, okay? This is very important right now. Because of the recent readings, the mental conflict and all that other stuff, trying to figure it out for yourself and trying to follow the steps and all that stuff, the logical part of this journey. This is the feminine of your energy, right? She's the Queen of Fire, which means she's the Queen of Wands. Look where she's got this light. It's right here in her heart. And guys, I know y'all have heard me say it. We have to guard our hearts with all diligence, because out of our hearts are the issues of life. That's Proverbs 4:23 in the Bible, the Western Bible, Holy Bible, whatever anybody wants to call it, the Christian Bible. That's Proverbs, the book of Proverbs 4:23. Guard your heart with all diligence, because out of it are the issues of life. And this is what her message is as she's coming into you. She has been working your higher self, the feminine side of your higher self, the heart-focused side of your higher self. For me, the feminine is the mother, the nurturer, all that stuff. And the masculine, which would be the king, is the action taker, the visionary, the doer, right? But she's more concerned with you loving yourself. She's more concerned with you tapping into your heart, because she knows that whenever we tap into our heart and our heart is clear and not muddled, we can hear Spirit and we can trust Spirit to move us in whatever direction it is that he wants or she wants to move us, right? So I feel like this is your higher self, the feminine energy of your higher self. If you listen to a lot of these people talk out here on YouTube, and I listen to a lot of them, they're talking about the age of Aquarius that's coming in, right? And that's what this is about. It's about the bearers. The age of Aquarius is about bringing in the love, bringing in the heart-focused leadership, bringing in the heart-focused or heart-led life, where we remember that our heart is like 100 times stronger as far as magnetic fields go than our brain is, and it communicates more with our brain than our brain communicates with it, if we allow it to. And it does what's in our highest and best good all the time whenever we allow our heart to be the leader of our life. So I feel like that's what this message is. That's what this outside influence is. They're coming in, they're saying, come on, Sagittarius, right? Come on, Sagittarius. Let's lead with our heart. Let's allow our heart to be open. Let's allow our heart to be malleable. Let's allow our heart to function in the way that it was intended to function as the way to move forward in our lives. Your hopes and fears, you want to have a balanced. Look, you're not even, they're bringing you here, but it's like, that's not even what you're wanting in your life. It's like, you don't even care if you're a millionaire or trillionaire or anything. You're not even caring about all that. You just want balance. You want equality. You want, harmony in your life, right? That's what this card is for. So it's your hope. That's what you want, but you also have a fear deep down inside that you're never going to achieve it, that balance and that harmony. But I'm here to tell you, Spirit is saying yes. If you open yourself up, you can achieve it. Here's all that emotion again, right? So the water is about emotions. This is right here, the pearl. I call it the pearl of great price, because for me, it reminds me of how valuable God, the Creator, sees each one of us, and how perfect He, she, it sees each one of us, and the unlimited power that we truly do have to navigate this life, and we give up our power to other people all the time. We give up our power to people that we think are smarter than us. We give up our power to people that we think are more spiritual than us. And we give up our power to all kinds of stuff. But the truth is, we're so connected. Guys, we're so connected to that original source of everything. The power that creates worlds lives inside of you. And this is where I feel like Spirit is bringing you. I feel like they're bringing you to this place where you understand that you are a pearl of great price, that you have value, that you just don't even understand. But they're bringing it to you, and they're bringing it to you in a way that you're going to absorb it into yourself. This pearl is right around the sacral and the root chakras, right? So it's like things in your life are going to be completely turned around. your thoughts about who you are and what your strengths are is going to be completely turned around, because you're not at the mercy of other people. Okay. Whenever Jesus walked this earth and he performed all these great miracles that people absolutely fell down and worshiped him for, one of the things that he said is, "Why do you call me good? There's only one, that's my Father in heaven," which is how he related to this power, this God, this original source of everything, right? And I feel like that's what they're telling you right here, that you're going to understand your power. That was not exclusive to Jesus. Jesus said, all these things that I do, you're going to do these same things and more. When you can realize that it's not you that you have to rely on, it's your Father in you, it's the Creator in you, it's the universe in you, it is God in you that moves you into the direction that you always wanted to go anyway, which is amazing to me. For me, this is like the most beautiful love story right here, because it's about you understanding who you truly, truly are. You don't have to be magical. You don't have to be the smartest person on the block. You know what you have to be? You have to understand who you are. You have to understand the truth of who you are. You're the energy that creates worlds lives inside of you. And that's where they're bringing you to understand that about yourself, Sagittarius. Whether it is in your business, in a relationship, or in your personal life, they're wanting you to understand who you truly are. Thank you so much for stopping in. Guys, this is my favorite reading. I'm not going to ever lie about that. What Spirit wants you to know, it's the favorite one that I do, because Spirit loves us so much. And if we could just get that. Anyway, okay. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. We got to do a PS. I'm so taken with this message that I just, wow. So we're going to do a PS, and while I'm shuffling out, I do want to say thank y'all so much for stopping by. If you're not already a subscriber, hit the subscribe button if this resonated with you. Also, if y'all haven't hit the bell notification, do that, because that's how YouTube knows that these videos are important to you. And thank y'all so much again. Even if you don't ever hit the subscribe button and you just stop in and every now and then and watch, I'm so excited to have you here too. Anyway, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for our Sagittarius friends. Thank you for this beautiful, beautiful message for them. I feel like it's a love letter. Thank you for this beautiful message for Sagittarius. Show us what's the PS that goes with this, or however it is that you would like to, a little extra something that you want to say perhaps. Thank you for clear and concise messages, love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. What is the PS that goes with this message? A lot there. I'm sorry. I absolutely love this card because it's so true. There are so many people out there who have so many different opinions about how we need to do stuff, right? I'm a very casual communicator with God. I don't have any rituals. I don't have any, I don't like candles. It's just, I just talk. We just have conversations. That's what I do. That works for me. Some people do have rituals. Some people, they light the candles and they whatever, they burn the sage and all that stuff, and that works for them, and everything is okay. But other people's way of doing it is not necessarily what's going to work for you. And that's what's so important about this card, is that everybody has an opinion, but what works for you, and you're going to know that. It's going to resonate in your heart. You're going to feel it whenever it works for you, right? So whatever it is that works for you, that allows you to get to this place where you can take your hands off the wheel and say, okay, show me, walk me through it. I'll do my part, and I'm going to just trust that you're going to do yours. Whatever it is, however that plays out for you, what other people are doing and how they accomplish whatever they accomplish, if you hear their story and it resonates with you, then adopt it. But if you hear it and it doesn't resonate, don't feel like, oh, well, I'll never be able to have that kind of relationship with God because, or spirit, or whoever it is that you pray to or worship. I'll never be able to have that because I can't devote an hour a day to prayer, or I'll never have that because the smell of sage makes me want to throw up, or whatever's playing out in your mind that makes you think that you'll never have it because you can't be like that person who does that. That's a lie. That's your ego messing with you. There is a way for you to accomplish this relationship with the creator of all that is. There is a way for you to do that. And whenever you find the way that works for you, you move forward that way, and don't worry about what everybody else is doing, because not everybody's way is going to work for you. And nobody's way is better than anybody else's way. They really do want you to have your happily ever after, Sagittarius. That is where ultimately they want you to live. Every single day of your life is in your happily ever after. Now, does that mean that you won't have trials and tribulations, or does that mean that you won't have hiccups or days when you feel bad? No, that's not what that means. But it means that whenever you do have those days, that they don't stop you in your tracks and make you fall down on your knees and think the world's crumbling in on you. You walk through it in a different way. You walk through it with peace, knowing that tomorrow is a better day, that this too shall pass, that for everything there is a season, right? You walk through it knowing that there's better on the other side. And so you don't allow it to debilitate you. And here you are, the King of Wands, right? This was your outside influence. I felt like this is the feminine aspect of your higher self, wanting you to go to your heart, really asking you to go to your heart. And here is the king, the visionary, and guess what? Look, he's got that little fire on his heart too, right there, right? He's the visionary, he's the doer, he's the action taker. So I feel like they're saying, if you take any action right now, let it be go to your heart. I love you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being part of my life, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, have a super duper day. Bye.